Well, listen, if you're an old head like me, 10 years doesn't seem too long, but man, it's been way too long since we've had EA Sports' college football game out. And the last time we had that game, Donovan, we had a Michigan player front and center there, and Denard Robinson, Mr. Shoelace himself. But now, Donovan Edwards, you are on the cover alongside Travis Hunter and Quinn Ewers. I know you've known about this for a couple of months, but it has to feel amazing to see this all out there. And now you're able to talk about it.
Yeah, absolutely. And as well, I'm very grateful that EA picked me because they could have chose anybody, either on my team or anybody in the country because there's so many talented guys out there. Very grateful as well to be on the cover with Travis and Quinn, two outstanding guys who are going to be first round draft picks. So yeah, man, it feels great, honestly. I went through a lot last year, mentally, wasn't all the way there physically, but more of the mental side. And I stayed patient. I didn't want to leave. I didn't want to, like say like I'm being done wrong. I just took, what was going what was going on through my situation head on. So just to be able to get a reward and to be granted with the blessing as being on the cover of EA, just really shows, of how great God's blessings are, and just staying patient and staying humble. So very very thankful and very humble to be selected to be on the cover.
When did you hear from EA? How long ago was it,
You
and
know
how did it
what?
all come together?
I want to say like around late February, maybe March ish, but around like February, March, sometime around there.
And so it came along pretty quickly, and you joined Quinn and Travis there at the Cotton Bowl for a photo shoot. What was it like hanging out with them and knowing that you guys are going to be the face of the game?
Yeah, so just to be able to be around those guys was great because like they are respected at what they do. And I watched the HBO with Jackson State with Coach Prime, and Travis was on there and he had his ankle sprain fighting through it. That gave me a lot of respect for him, right? And same thing with Quinn. Quinn, he's been going through a lot, and he's just overcoming everything that he's been going through. So, just to be able to talk to them one on one, it gave me a lot of respect for them, man. We were doing an interview with like multiple other networks, and it was us three answering all the questions. And well, I said that this is something that nobody could take away from us. This is something that we're bonded together in forever. And it's going to be a point in time where somebody goes to Michigan, Colorado, Texas, and they're gonna look up to us and be like, what did they do? How did they, get granted and we're blessed to be on the cover of EA? So, there's not nobody could take this away from us, regardless if they love it or if they hate it, who cares what people thinks, so we're very blessed, and nobody could take this opportunity away from any of the three of us.
Did EA Sports let you know what your player rating is going to be?
You know what? I was told this was crazy. So we found out that it was like a guy who was just trolling. He told me like my speed. He said my speed was like a 76 or something. I felt so disrespected. I was like, he might as well take me off the game at that point. Like, what you mean? Like, yeah, you haven't seen none of the highlights or anything. You know what I'm saying? So no, I don't know my overall. I don't know any of my attributes. So just going to wait and see and find out where everybody else, or I might just make a phone call right now.
That's what's kind of exciting about this for the first time. We talk about obviously the name, image, and likeness aspect of it. The players finally get to be recognized in the game. But I'm sure for you guys, like when you start going into workouts this summer and you guys are gonna be sitting around going, hey, I can't wait till the game comes out. We see what our ratings are.
Yeah, 100%. I agree. But I think that the most important part is, and I kind of told the guys as well, or they just probably heard me say that this is a great opportunity for us to be leaders on our own team, right? We have all this publicity now, all eyes are on us, but like there's two ways that you can go with it. You could be humble or you could be arrogant, right? But my obligation is I want to build my teammates up. I want to make my teammates greater than they could possibly be. And I'm blessed that I'm on the cover, but at the same time, it gives me a great opportunity to, have a say in what's going on because I'm able to, I'm on the spotlight to where like they're looking at me as like he can either be arrogant or he could rise up and he could bring us along with him. And that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to bring my teammates along with me, to make our team better and make each individual as best as I can make them better. So that's kind of how I look at it.
I know a lot of guys are just so excited for this game, but I know we've reported on the finances of everything, the players, how much are being paid for this game. But ha do you care to release kind of how much you were offered to be able to be on the cover with the
Nah,
Eagle
man,
too?
stop pocket watching me, man.
Yeah, it's awkward asking that, but almost everybody always wants to know.
Yeah, that's a personal thing.
Okay, fair enough.
That's a
That's all
great,
I
fair question. Fair
That's
question.
all that's all I need to know. Again, I don't like talking about other people's money anyway.
Yeah,
So at Michigan, you guys lost a lot, but man, you guys are loaded still. You
yes,
got a lot
sir.
of great pieces there. Not a lot of people talk about the defense, but you guys are pretty good at defensive tackle when I look at that roster. You got young, exciting quarterbacks. You got a really deep running back room with some hungry guys that are wanting to prove themselves now behind you, which listen, you've been doing that for the last 2 to 3 years yourself. You wanted that to be the main guy, and we got that little snip preview late last season. Now it's yours there. But tell me about the team after this spring at Michigan as you guys chase what is an incredible potential fourth straight Big Ten title and
No
going to the
doubt.
college football playoff once again.
Absolutely. I'm gonna take you one back as well. I don't like this is my, my running back room. I'm over that now. I'm at the point where each person that is in my room, they have the chance to be running back one as well. They have the chance to get 20 plus carries as well. Whether it be Khalil Mullins, whether it be me, whether it be Ben Hall, you name it. I don't like that title because we all have a fair share. All have a fair share in the success of the program. But to answer the question as well, so I just don't like that, you know what I'm saying? Because I've been there before. Uh,
Yeah.
yeah, but anyways, but no, I think that our challenge is we lost a lot of guys, right? A lot of guys that were here for 4 or 5 years, maybe 6 years, who understood what this culture and what this program is all about. We were at the point where we were very low till now we reached the pinnacle. And, you know, I would say that that there are guys, like it's obvious that, like we walked into a 15-0 season, right? Like you were there with all the success, but like we lost games. Like we lost to Michigan State before. We lost to Georgia. We lost to TCU. And I have that remembrance and that fire within me. Our junior class, they were there. Will Johnson, Alex Origi, Costa Love, Mason Graham, Kenneth Grant, you name it, they were all there. Rob Moore, McCarter Page, we were all there, and I think it's our obligation as leaders to be able to uplift the guys. It's like, hey, anything can happen. Like we can lose games, right? We don't want to lose games, and that's not what we're planning on doing, right? But like we walked in here with a 15-0 championship game, like we have to be humble and say to ourselves, we have to go do it again. Like we have our rings, but it's like put those rings aside, come back to it when your college career is over. So now let's go in here and let's go be humble, let's go be hungry because now we're being hunted. We're at the top of the pinnacle, and there's a lot of guys that just left that were tremendous leaders for us. Now we have to have new leaders step up on this team and for this program, and that's where we're at. And there's no doubt in my mind that we have those guys that are capable and that are going to rise up to that challenge to be the ultimate leaders and bringing other people along with us to, as Coach Harbaugh said, to help push the train and not be steak eaters. We will have no steak eaters on this team. And if there are, I told them, like, if there are, like, if you don't want to be about that, you could just straight up leave. Like we don't like that. We don't want that on this team, man. I feel like that's what sets us apart is, like we are very we are very open to, acknowledging other success, but we're quick to get on somebody and say like, yo, yeah,
Yep.
you're on BS right now. Like tighten it up. I had a sophomore redshirt freshman tell me I was on BS one time. Did I think I was? Not really, but I appreciated that he checked me though, because now he gets to see that while our one of our leaders, call it whatever you want to be, whatever it may be, that I can say this to him and he respects me saying it to him. You know what I'm saying? So like if you say it to me, I'm gonna say it to you back. So I don't
It
know if
sounds
that
like
answers the question.
it absolutely. I think it paints a picture perfectly. It sounds like that you are that leader, and then everybody else is following that way. That now they're
No,
not afraid to
I
call others out, and everybody's holding each other accountable after
yeah.
what was an amazing, magical year.
Absolutely. I would like to say though that there's leaders in every position group. And I was talking to Coach Bell one time, and he kind of like broke it down to me. It's like, there's Coach Moore, and then there are the coordinators, and then there are the position coaches. So you have to find those guys who are willing to or who are willing to go to war with you and have those guys, that are maybe at the bottom of the depth chart or who are not on scholarship to be able to follow you and push and to push along with the guys who are hungry and who are striving to be first round picks or, who are striving to win football games and win championships. So that's what he kind of broke that down to me. So it's not just me, it's a collective group. Everybody's a leader and everybody can say what they want to say.
It's a championship caliber program, and that's got to be the goal once again is to win a national title, right?
100%. That's all we talk about.
Now, everybody, you look at the stats for you. I mean, you're a
I'm
guy. You're a
sorry if
30
I'm
catch.
talking too much. My bad,
No,
bro.
man, you're great. Listen, I love talking ball, especially when we're in this month right now. I'm
Yes,
hungry
sir.
for it.
Yes,
When
sir.
we when we look at your season last year, you're a guy that was amazing out of the backfield catching the ball, 30 something catches this year. Does that change at all when you're getting a little bit more carries this year, or do you still think you're going to be maybe a 30, 40 catch type of guy out of the backfield?
You know what? That's a question for Kurt Campbell, but I'm about 89-ish yards away from breaking this Michigan receiving record for a running back. So I'm coming for that record. But I don't think that changes as well. Really, I think that if you just stay healthy, then they're going to get you the ball by all means. And I think that well, I know for a fact that Coach Campbell, he has that mindset to get the talented guys the ball and to get the what I'm saying, just get guys going as soon as possible, get a feel for the game, and we'll be successful.
Real quick, what do you think of the quarterback battle there for you
Yeah,
guys?
I just look at it as how it was in 2022 between Cade and JJ. You know what I'm saying? And the guys know it too. Like for me as well, like nobody has a spot. And everybody has to be able to earn their spot. And with the quarterbacks, they're all open and they're all embracing each other, coaching each other, helping each other out. Alex and Deegs, Jaden Denegal are roommates. So, that kind of just shows you the dynamic of like what that quarterback room is all about. But to me, it's basically that 2022 JJK battle. Anybody has the opportunity to make a push. And it's up to for the offense to be able to rally around that quarterback and minimizing the turnovers and making the right decisions and getting the ball in the receiver's hands on time. So you know that's how I see it.
My last thing. So back at the Cotton Bowl when you guys doing the photo shoot, did you tell Travis, let's have a foot race real quick?
No, I didn't.
Ah, who's faster though, man?
What does he run?
I don't know. What do you run, Donovan?
I'll say I'm a cool 4.4. I might pop
Yeah,
off 4.3,
three. Yeah,
but we'll see. We'll see at the combine. I ain't even gonna say I'm faster than I rock with Trav, so you know what I'm saying. I ain't gonna
yeah.
a little disrespect them, but now if we was talking one on one, that's a different conversation. I ain't gonna. I'm not putting nothing on
Foot
air.
if football speed's different than just standing there knowing you're running a sprint, right?
100%. Yeah, I
Yeah.
think
Well,
yeah,
maybe
100%.
we'll see it in the postseason.
No doubt, no doubt.
Maybe we'll see it. We'll certainly be able to see it in the game.
That's right. Now
See
I'm
that.
excited for this upcoming year. I think that as well that us as a program, there are guys that are in different positions, that we're going to all have to step up in and, get comfortable with being uncomfortable for the remaining year and for this upcoming season. So I'm really excited to see how this goes. We have a very tough schedule, and there's no doubt in my mind that we will be successful. We have the coaching staff, and we have the program, the university to back us up and to give all the support. So beyond grateful for where we are today, what happened in the past, for just personal reasons and team oriented reasons as well. Very grateful for everything that's happened.
Well, I'm not sure anybody's having a better off season than you. You're a Michigan guy, and
Michigan
you're on the
man.
cover. You're coming off a national championship, and we're going into a new era of college football. You know that
Yeah.
NIL, but also the playoffs expanding, and it's an exciting time, and it's got to be fun to be part of the face of that, man. And so, congratulations.
Yeah, let me give one story too.
Yeah.
So so one of the guys, Ty from EA, he said keeping it secret. I was like, Ty, I told him like a couple of days ago, I was like, look, man, I ain't gonna lie to you. I probably told my well-known friends, trusted agents. That's what Jim Harbaugh is saying right there. So I called Blake when like I got the call, and I was like, man, this is just crazy because like me, I always think like I can do better. I'm very hard on myself, right? And I told him I was like, I don't even deserve to be on here. Like I didn't even have a great season to even be on the cover of this game, man. Basically, what he told me was, like I deserve it. I've been through a lot, growth of mentally, and emotionally and spiritually that God has blessed me and I deserve to be on it. And he told me that there's no doubt that I'm going to have a big season in this upcoming year. Um, so yeah, I don't know why I wanted to say that, but yeah,
Well, listen,
he helped me out with it,
yeah,
having the confidence
I
to
hope
go,
you
I
enjoy
deserve
it
it.
and you take it to heart and you allow yourself to enjoy it now. But
That's great.
don't stop working hard, man. You know
That's
that.
right. I might tell Coach Bellamy one time, and so he might say something to me. I was like, "Were you on the cover EA?" Oh, okay. I thought not.
Donovan, man, I appreciate you. Good luck with everything, and I look forward to seeing you down the road, man.
Appreciate you. Thank you for having me on here.
Thank you. See ya.